Good afternoon and welcome to Darlington Race Day Live. I'm Joe Murano. The Chants feel like they're ready, as do the Badgers. We're going to tell you just how ready later on in sports. For the second time in as many years and only the fourth in school history, Coastal Carolina gets to put on its dancing shoes. March basketball is in the future for CCU after winning the Big South. Clemson was powered by three freshmen, Deshaun Watson, Wayne Gallman, and Artavis Scott, all who had a hand in the 5 touchdowns scored on the day. Typically, it's the drivers that grab the headlines once they get the win, but in a NASCAR race, every second matters.
And it's got to be side by side at the start-finish line.
Myrtle Beach Speedway has become part of racing history. The track and style of racing make for one of the more entertaining rides the sport can provide.
All I know is on short tracks, it's you're running as hard as you can at every lap. You know, it's they call it white knuckle driving.
The track provides an experience different than most.
Borrow your pen for a second.
And at this level, fans have a chance to actually get to know some of the budding stars of the sport.
I mean, I see a lot of fathers bringing their little kids out. You know, I think because, you know, their father brought them out at one point.
This grassroots racing landmark serves as an important rite of passage for any driver as history thrives on the roads of the Speedway. Coastal Carolina football is expected to make it 4 straight conference titles this year. At Big South Media Day today, it was announced that CCU is projected to win the conference, and quarterback Alex Ross was also named the preseason Offensive Player of the Year. Ross won that honor at the conclusion of last season when he threw for more than 3,300 yards and had 29 total touchdowns. He and 7 other Chants were also named to the All Big South's preseason teams today. You can see who on the sports page of WMBFnews.com. Meanwhile, the first coaches poll of the year has been released, and the reigning champs seem to be staying on top. Ohio State checks in first, with TCU in at second. The ACC favorite Clemson Tigers are 12th here, while South Carolina is also receiving a few votes. For the second straight year, the Upstate is hosting the Carolina Panthers while they begin prep for the 2015 season. The first practice of the preseason is tomorrow at 6:30 for the team. It was move-in day, though, for the Panthers at Wofford University on this Thursday. The team will spend the next few weeks beginning preparations to try and win a 3rd straight NFC South Division title. Head coach Ron Rivera is expected to miss the first few practices as he will attend the funeral of his brother in the coming days. Carlos Peñalver had only had 1 hit in his last 6 games for the Pelicans, but as it goes, the only way to get out of a slump is to keep swinging, and he did that a few times tonight. The fans quite excited for this one, and quite excited for Carlos because he put on a show, and it starts with this. First, just the bloop single to right that'll help him get on base. Pretty easy stuff. After he steals second, Chesney Young will bring him on in. Young gets this one into the gap. Nobody around this ball at all, and Peñalver will cross. Young gets in with a triple. It's 1-0. Great play coming later from pitcher Jeremy Knoll over to Carlos. Look at that. The pickoff attempt at second base works. Very impressive. And then to the 9th, the Pelicans down by 1. And guess who's at the plate? It is Carlos, and he makes it look easy. A walk-off 2-run homer. The Pelicans go on to win by a 4-3 final and get the sweep of the Nationals. The Braves don't have to deal with Cole Hamels this weekend after the Phillies shipped him out this week. But in the 4th, still trouble. Bases loaded, Carlos Ruiz lines one over the glove of Andrelton Simmons and into center field. 2-run score on the play, and Philly takes the lead here. Very next inning, another looping single. Real trouble for the Braves on that one. This one courtesy of Ryan Howard, and that scores Cesar Hernandez from second. Phillies go up 3-1. The Braves have lost 4 straight now, dropping this one by a 4-1 final. High school practices begin tomorrow, so we got plenty of previews coming your way. You don't want to miss that.